Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another Winged Llama adventure. We're live in City Skylines this afternoon. Uh, Obviously, a bit more of a modern city builder than the last one, even though this is only about 10 years old. Actually, yeah, just over 10 years. Um, but yeah, heck of a lot more modern than SimCity 3000, but a heck of a lot nicer than City Skylines 2. So we're going to, instead of building an industrial wasteland of a city where, we have toxic clouds literally just melting stuff with their acidity, we're going to make a nice tropical shoreline paradise here. We've even got the warm tropical LUT selected. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. So let's get started here. We obviously have we have a rail connection to start out, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to bring that, oh, yeah, just about like that. And we will make use of this. Oh, come on. Don't freeze on me. Come on. I'm not using that many mods, you goof. Okay. Alright, I'm going to leave that open for when we build a freight train hub. Alright, so I have a couple little cul-de-sacs there. And yeah, looking good. So I'm gonna go for, how much is this? Ooh, 35. That's pricey. Alright, so I'm gonna stick that there. We'll have Poop River over here. And power these up. Lovely. Okay, and then power lines. All right. Oh, not that. And I'll just start with some low density commercial zones over here. Okay, make sure we cut our budgets substantially here. Don't need to be going full tilt on all of our power plants. Charming. Ooh, those stars are really moving. Alright. Get some folks moving in. Lots of industrial zones, lots of commercial zones, lots of opportunity. Might take a little bit of a financial hit here just to start, but I think we'll be in the green in no time. But I think this is off to a good start. There's our first cash infusion there. There we go. Our SimCity 4 style clinic over here. Yeah, they're starting to grow. Keep going. There we go. In the green. Ugh. Still got lots of residential area to build up. We will have to make this kind of a one-way street. I think once we unlock it here. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm liking the look of this. We're not at district level yet. But how are we doing for resources? We haven't unlocked those yet. We don't get trains for a little while yet either. But there is another lovely cash infusion, so let's get ourselves a school and a fire department. So, high capacity elementary school. You know what? I think that would be a wonderful spot for it right here. Some solar panel parking. And then we'll definitely need a fire station. I think there's a cheapo one. There's not a cheapo one. Ah, 8,000. Okay, so still cheapo, but actually it's only 4,000 less, but 6 engines. This 80 a week. 1 engine. I might use this as like a localized type of deal, maybe for some more industrial areas. We do gotta water these. And we are going to need trash. We are absolutely 100% going to need ourselves a landfill. Oop. That's silly. Okay, we're going garbage truck happy. Got a great income. Oh, are you serious? That one little tile didn't have water. Gross. Okay. Fire station. We got 2 engines for 8,000. That's 1 engine for 5,000. And is that another cash infusion? Yes, it is. Okay. We got 6 engines. Yeah, these are all the same. They're just styled differently. That one's just beefy. I'm going to co-locate same style of police station and fire station. So we've got those. Are they the same? Oh, they're not the same style. I thought I had one. I'm going to change the fire truck to lime, though. I'm going to change you to a Hyundai Sonata. All right, so we got our emergency services up and kicking. Solve our solve our crime wave over here. Eek. Guess this could also be a one-way. Okay. Alright. Crime getting solved. Could I throw down a... That might actually be a good idea. Just to make sure that these things stay powered in the event of an emergency. Beautiful. Okay, so that's all sustainable. We got plenty of school capacity. And I think we got room for another little suburb over yonder. Obviously, once we get a little more cash. Yeah, obviously that only goes one way, so keep that going. And I'm going to expand that one way as well. Okay. That ought to help out. Dog park. Small playground. Okay. That'll make everyone happy. Happier. Gonna widen these up. Because these are going to get very busy very quickly. Okay. Not populous enough to get to enjoy treed streets. All right, how's our utilities doing? We got plenty of electricity thanks to our solar banks there. Water and sewage is all good. But yeah, big order of business here is going to be, one, getting rid of that coal plant, and we are going to need a high school. I might throw that high school right over here, right on this big stretch of shoreline. Not a lot of industrial demand at the moment, but what I can do, hopefully boost things a bit. I'll boost education and parks, as well as emergency services. We got some cash in the bank to do that. I'll call this West Shore. Mountain Central. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to rename all these districts. So, Industrial Land. There we go. Let's get creative. And then West Shore. I'll call this Beach Wave. Yeah, I could live with that. So, let's first boost things a bit. Let's get our get some smoke detectors in this city so stuff doesn't keep catching fire. And you know what? Instead of using this as like an off-ramp, I can use this as like a... Yeah, because I guess, yeah, there was no emergency services access to that. Is there space for one of these? There is. Don't need these big ugly high tension lines anymore. That's gonna have to be a roundabout. Not that one. I'll put some commercial zones there just as a buffer. Yeah, I think it's clear what we really need is more residential zones. So just looking at... what's that high school that I usually like to build? Have a library there. It's that big one. Not that one. Futuristic High School. Woodlands High School. Oh, was this it? Maplewood? No, this one. 24,000. So 384 for 24. 384 for 24 and 1,000. Okay, it's just different footprints. Okay, and we can start recycling here as well. I'm going to leave some room to expand. Oh yeah, we are getting shy on the water supply now. So I've still got money to give for that, yeah. Awesome. Oh yeah, tropical rain. Now, do I get any... Oh, you know what? Okay, those are all nicely aligned. There's be some properties where I can sneak in some little parks. Yeah, very nice. Ooh, we got a sewage problem. We have a very substantial sewage problem. All right, we can do that for now. I think I've got some custom assets for... Oh yeah, grit and screen, clarifier, aeration basin, yeah. Oh, not that. Okay, I believe it's 8,000 population where you get trains. 8,500. Just so those are there. Frees up the traffic downstream some. So yeah, I can probably do a few commercial zones, expand this as industrial. I don't need to do too much more, I don't think. Oh dear. Huh. Okay, I see we're gonna have a...
of a tsunami approaching the area. Residents
Oh
should avoid
no.
roads and waterfronts. A
Oh
tsunami
no.
has struck the city. Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until
Oh,
the
I don't
water
have the warning
recedes.
buoys. Oh, crap. Oh, it's gonna be a sewage tsunami too. Gross. Yeah. Oh, that is foul. That is foul. How is there water coming from... Oh. What? Oh, no. Did it destroy anything or just flood?
Take caution and avoid roads and waterfronts until the water recedes.
Well, that's good to know. Okay, so it was only... I think it was just like a little wave. Something, but like... That's messed up, man. That is messed up. Okay, at least it was just flooding and not... Oh. I spoke too soon. Dang, that's a sturdy building. You just took a truck right to the side of you. Oh, come on. Just as you're getting the hang of things. Okay, is it done? Oh, so much for a paradise here. Alright, I'm gonna need a loan. And we're gonna need a graveyard here too, apparently. Cannot be built on... Yeah. Okay. Ah, that's right. Unless you have the warning system in place, you're cooked. I'll move that later, but... Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Alright. Back to business here, boys and girls? I think so. Ugh. Okay. It might be prudent to, one, have an antenna, and two... Oh, I don't get those I don't get the warnings until I have the population? Oh, that's sickening. So even if I wanted one, it's it's population locked. Okay, well that was a fun little mess. Okay, now I wanted to build a high school. That was going to be the plan. Oh, did that take out my... No, it didn't take out anything. 38 megawatts. I think we're going to need a... Yeah, we'll have to get a power boost. Kind of wish I had, like, battery storage for your solar. That would be a game changer. We got plenty of water, though. Let me just adjust the budget for that. Have some public parking there. We're getting a little shy on electricity, so I'll just go 100. Lots of water and sewage. Okay, now we're cooking. Okay, another 10 grand. We can build that high school that we wanted. We do it? Yeah, 24 and 24, both for 1,000. And this is like almost the same upkeep, but for like 400 fewer students, so... Almost there. Almost there. We really need some well-educated citizens here. 54% of our populace is uneducated. That's gonna have terrible consequences for our society. uh, not saying you need to be a PhD. I'm just saying at least graduate high school. So at least we have that now. We'll get some houses built there. People are sick. Okay, what's the problem here? Is it... Oh, okay. It's getting to that point. Okay. Very good to know. Let's, we've got our high school built, so we'll notice some improvements from that for sure. Yeah, let's get a grit and screen facility over here. And then we can move our waste treatment out yonder. And that means I can demolish this. Ew, so much for paradise. 120,000. This is two. Oh, no. Okay, that's both 120,000. Is there an eco-inland plant? Yeah, I have an eco-inland plant. And then I'll put a clarifier over there. Alright, now we can finally stop dumping it into our river. Okay. River's cleaned up. Hopefully minimize our ground pollution. We'll get a bit more power there. And then... yeah, we still got crazy demand for residential zones, so... we could probably use another fire station over in this part of the city as well, just for the industrial side of things. But again, I will move that search and rescue center, or the disaster response unit. There we go. Okay, we got our beachfront properties. At least for that part of the city. Okay. Now we're cooking. All right. Now this is ripe with possibilities. First things first, let's get, we'll get some water down here. This is gonna look very pretty. Now, for these areas, well, obviously, have a lot of commercial zones. Ooh. Okay, this might be easier. Here we go. It's a little more crude, but And then what I'll do is I'll probably just alternate residential and commercial here. So I'll go commercial down along this side as well. All right. I don't know about you, but that's looking pretty good. How are we short water? We got tons of it. There we go. I'll have this as like a pumped storage solution, I guess. Again, bit of a duct tape solution there. Unless I've... Oh, I have exceeded the capacity of the river. Well, there's your problem. What I might do just to keep the river topped up, I think there's a mod I had for like an outlet valve. Or was that one of the search and rescue things? Shelter. No, no, it must have been a water structure. Yeah, freshwater outlet. So if we have excess capacity in the system... Oh, why is there... Yeah, I think this river could only sustain it for so long. I'll have to go full aquifer. So what else? Okay, we got decent income here. I think the next thing we should probably do is get rid of that coal power plant, because I don't know about you, but the air here looks absolutely nasty. So let's not add to it. Ugh. Gross. It's not looking very paradise. Alright, I can at least give that a filter of industrial waste. And then I'll move this over to the Central Mountain District. And then I'm going to adjust this. Everything south of that road. Beach wave. Okay, we're adding some, we're adding stuff back in. Good. And yeah, just so we don't totally wreck the river. Ugh, that river is still disgusting. It's gonna take a while to clean that up. Didn't I have like a garbage bot or something? Yeah. Garbage bot. Oh, I need 14,000 for that. How about a recycling center? 16,000. What are my options here? Oh, wind. Yeah. There we go. This is a perfect spot for a wind farm. Yeah, I'll just keep building turbines up here. Yeah, like partly why we have a water problem is, yeah, it's just the pump's not getting the power it needs. We have solar, but we gotta have wind for night and day. Yeah, I should look up in the workshop and see if there's something for like battery storage or whatever. I don't know how that's how they model that, but it might be interesting. Okay, so at least I have a freshwater outlet there. I'm gonna put another disaster station down here. And there's our tsunami warning buoy. Throw that out there. Speed up time. All right. Gonna put an outlet over here as well. At least so stuff doesn't keep flowing up the river. Might be able to throw a nice park in here. One over there. Few over there. Yeah, it's the nice thing about these ones. You can kind of tuck them in wherever. How's our power? Alright, everything's connected. We got wind for the evening, solar for the day. We are going to get rid of that coal plant as soon as possible. And we're going to swap it out with a geothermal one. We have our tsunami warning system in place, which is excellent. But yeah, next order of business here, I think will be... oh, you know what? Should also get a university going as well, so we can get some more high-tech industries. That should be the next order of business, I think. Although we can't unlock that until, what, 6,500? Well, I mean, if everything here goes according to plan, we should hit that. I should hit that population threshold, no problem. Another fire station. Throw a small police station down there. I could probably use another cemetery. Not to, be a absolute downer here, but I'll put it over here. Just out of the way by the nice pretty mountain and the quiet park. Alright. That's looking great. Let's see how this comes together. Elementary school, high school, we still got lots of capacity. We are starting to get a segment of the population that's eligible for university. We just still got another 800 or so more people to move in. Few more turbines. And where was that small police station? Oh, that's Police HQ. There we go. Put that right next to the grungy industrial district, which hopefully will not be grungy for very long. But I'll get another. I'm gonna get another fire station over there as well. Ooh, heli depot. That's right. That might be useful given all the trees around here, in case we end up with a forest fire. Uh-oh. Okay, ambulance is there. Good stuff. Alright, well, we have plenty of educational capacity. I'll throw down the other fire station right here. Alright, next big purchase is geothermal plant. Nice. Well, that cash infusion certainly helped. Oh, landfill's full. Well, I can do two things. One is that. The other is that. So we got recycling, extra landfill. This thing is on borrowed time. Speed up the time here. I'm going to grab another coffee, and then we'll hopefully start cleaning up the air in this town a little bit by getting rid of the coal plant. And then we should have... oh, we're eligible to build a university as well. So that is going to be very exciting too. So sit tight, the llama shall return. All right, everyone, time for part 2. We're back in action here. It is quite apparent we are going to be needing some electricity. So, let's get this geothermal plant built. So, I'm going to build a new industrial road for starters. 4-lane road. Our 6-lane road. All right. Since I'm here, I'm just going to move that. Make that a little wider. Give power to that. And then we'll have this going out just to about there. And we'll reduce it a little bit. Down like that. Uh-oh. Guess we better connect these turbines again. Okay, we got double connections there. All right. Geothermal plant. Here we go. I'm going to move this out of the way. Not sure where I'm going to put that yet. But at the very least, yeah, because this is expandable at least. If we can put, like, all of our geothermal stuff here. So geothermal, and then, yeah, like solar power here. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think probably, like, once I build an airport, I'll build this, I'll move the disaster response unit out to it. But yeah, other important thing that we're going to want before long here is a university. So that is, 75,000. Modern Tech Institute, 90,000 for 2,400. Classic University is 4,500 for 75 at 1920. So high capacity, 10,000? Oh my goodness, I do not need that yet. Oh boy. Oh, that's 1,600 a week. 75 for 19. 16 for 65. 4,000. Yeah, I might actually go for this one. A little more compact. University of Architecture, and that's only 1,000 students there. I don't know how 4,500 students are supposed to fit in that little thing. Metro Library. General education for everyone there. And then... yeah. Oh, we've got like 1,600 people eligible. So 16 for 6. This is 16 for 65, but 500 fewer students. Let me go with the Research Institute, actually. All right. It looks like we are going to be needing some more sewage capacity. Now, this is what? We're doing 40 megawatts there. Oh, yeah. We're going overkill energy-wise. So, let's get rid of that coal plant. That frees up more room for, 1, recycling, and 2, for sewage treatment. And since we're here... yeah, that's good.
Warning. Experts predict an earthquake could hit the area soon.
Very good to know. And there it is.
An earthquake is occurring. Don't
Dang.
wait for help
Oh,
if you are
I'm
in the
gonna have to
affected area.
landscape all this crap. Oh no. It wrecked the road access to the fire station. That is sickening. Oh. Alright, well that's gonna need some filling in. Gross. Okay, let's get these roads repaired. Oh, thank goodness the university survived that. Alright, so in terms of this, yeah, these are still going to have to get cleaned up. Get everything rebuilt, get our, get some water out to these. Okay, water's reconnected there. And there. We've got decent income. So the next order of business is... yeah. Filling in this fault. I have like a Geological Research Institute here next. Let's speed this time up a little bit and get some cash to fix this. Ugh. Not great with the terrain in this. At least SimCity's easy. Everything's just tile-based. But, ugh. Alright, I think that's as cleaned up as it's gonna get, I think. And yeah, the rest will sort itself out. Okay, 6-lane. Let's get that road back. And we get all of our suburban streets here. And you know what? I'll give these a nice little upgrade. So around the university here, I'll put some higher density buildings. Okay. Much improved. Now, I was going to zone some stuff here before we were rudely interrupted by that earthquake. Hate it when that happens. Actually, even over here, I could probably put another road. And some higher density residential stuff there. Education budget-wise, that's looking... Yeah, let's just max that right out. And max out the parks budget. Okay, water and power. And yeah, we are going to be due for another geothermal plant, so we have room for that. Another one there. A whole geothermal complex. You love to see it. Sure, there's some noise, but at least it's not not belching out nastiness, so I'm okay with that. Another 500 people as well, and then we'll be able to have what am I trying to say here? We'll be able to have rail connections. Oh, dang, I forgot I have the purchase it mod enabled. I can just purchase every tile for free. Ugh. Well, I'll respect the rules of the game here a little bit. So yeah, we are going to need some rail connections here before too long. In terms of an airport, I'll probably stick it out here. And then I can have a rail connection running to the airport and out here. Really, my only limiting factor right now is just cash. In terms of interchanges... Sweet. Okay, we got a roundabout up there. And down here, it's going to be about time that we build our freight train station. So we're obviously going to need a much wider road for that. Okay, transportation. Cargo train terminal. 92 for 1280. Huh. Might be more appropriate if I have this going up like this. Okay. Build ourselves a nice little loop. I'll put a small fire station and a small police station here. Okay, we are ready for cargo. And there she be. Okay, that ought to help us out a lot, at least with the heavy traffic. Oh yeah, that industrial demand just went through the roof there. Just make sure that I've expanded this to make sure that don't have any more grossness going into the soil. Look at that. Now, even better, if I can have this as like some kind of like bypass for industrial traffic. Sweet. All right. That is hopefully going to free up a lot of the a lot of the issues that we might be having. Oh, there's the bridge coming into town. I was like, what is that brightness? I don't think the sun comes up from there. I don't know, maybe it does. I don't know how the city's oriented here. Yeah, in any case, we got 2 decent points of entry here. I think the next order of business for us also looks like our outlets are cleaning things up nicely, as needed. I think I do want to expand the suburb going through here. I'm going to leave this, exposed as just, some nice landforms or whatever. But I think the next thing that we should probably build is kind of a nice little beachfront area here. We'll put the airport up here as well. Connect that to another rail line. So, for starters with that, we're going to need... And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put a roundabout here. Ugh, gross. Not like that. Don't really like how that worked out. Let's go like this. That's better. This I will leave as high capacity because we do have the airport there. At the very least, we will have the airport. Okay. Okay, we got road going around the base of the mountain there too. Now we can look at our suburban roads here. We got more cash than we know what to do with. So I'm not worried about running out of money. At least on this project. Let's throw some trees on that. At least make it nice. Okay, a lot of road building for, for this one. Okay, good. That I could probably have a... Oh, could probably throw a park in here. That's what I'm thinking. And then over here... So yeah, I'll have another road going through the mountains here. Probably going to want a... You know what? I'll probably have a bridge going across here. So stuff can at least connect that way, and then maybe a smaller one here. But other than that, just have that as a bypass around the top. Oh, come on. All right. So, next thing, fire station. Yeah, let's put a bigger police station up here. And we can have a bigger school there. Actually, how much of a park could that fit? Let's just extend that path. And then rest of the area around that, we'll just have that as residential. Kind of a more suburban vibe with this one. Okay, and get the water pipes going up. For some reason, I guess the cemetery needs to be watered as well. Actually, what I'm going to do... Actually, no, I don't need another water tower at the moment. Do not need another water tower at the moment. What I will do is throw a few solar lots around here just for just so stuff is able to connect once it's built, and it gives us some extra power. So okay, that should be watered. Oh, we got to get up to this this suburb here. Connect those. Have a perimeter water pipe here. And then I'm hoping... Yeah, I shouldn't need too many more up in here. Ah, yes, this side of the road as well. And then we'll check in and see how the rest of the development's coming along. That's pretty promising. High school, university capacity. You know what? We'll throw down another elementary school over here. Sure, that will be appreciated. I'm gonna reorient this thing. It's better. Now up here, actually, I should make this a one-way. Yeah, there we go. Have a one-way there. And then over here, we can just keep our 4-lane road. And then right next to these kind of high-density office spaces, we'll put in some higher-density residential areas, since they're nice and close to the highway. So we're not going to have too much crazy traffic coming through town. Oh, llama statue. Well, of course we want that welcoming people to our city. Where should I put that? Too narrow. Dang. You know what? Put it right in the corner. Y'all can enjoy my likeness there. We're gonna go park happy over here. Can this connect? Oh, it does connect. Nice. Yes, we want to give these people a pedestrian path as best we can. Oh, we got a garbage, we got a garbage collection problem again. Might be time for another recycling center. Or a couple of recycling centers, for that matter. Yeah, at least these are connected. Obviously, it's going to take a while for stuff to get here, but you know what? This might actually be a good spot for a straight up hospital too. $500, $500, $800. Yeah, I think the wiser thing for that area might be put the hospital there. Just like a whole health complex, even. Oh, perfect. It already called it Hills. Well, I'm going to call it Hospital Hills. So that's where our primary one's going to be. Now, I believe... there should be a... Yeah, I have parking garage assets. Very strange thing to have, I know. Alright, we got variation 2. We'll have that going around, and then if we have another pedestrian path, just continuing, I'm going to throw the road anarchy on. Because of course we will. Oh. Okay, that avoids everything. Okay, that's good. And we'll put a couple of other health centers there. So we got, this is the, oh, it's the child health care center, and then I'll throw the elder care over here. And then what can I put over here, maybe? Let's say if I had... another clinic, sauna. All right, and then I think I should probably throw a park in here too. Oh, and then parking lot. um, but yeah, just something small. Actually, if I move this, I might have room. Oh, already occupied. Not quite. Okay, so we got some fancy gardens there now. Oof, that parking lot's a little steep. Okay, so we got our hospital district all set. That is lovely. We're still facing a bit of a trash crisis here. I might need to expand into another industrial area. So I think over here... gonna need another recycling center. Don't know if I want to put an incinerator there. Come on. Okay. So we got that transmission line. And then I'll wire it up to this one. And then these are all still connected. Good. Okay, citywide ordinance here for recycle plastic and no public smoking. The Beach Wave District, I'm going to give this an education and a parks boost as well. There we go. And have some high-tech housing. And yeah, now that our now that we have access to that, yeah, if at least if I put the landfill there, then at least the recycling centers can easily access it. I'm not sure if that's how, it organizes it, like it transfers from the landfill to the recycling. But if it does, then yeah, that's going to save them quite a trip. All right, we're almost on the cusp of another population unlock. Yeah, 30 more, 18 more, 14 more. Aw. There we go. Great. Now I can get a crematorium. Just so we do not have these cemeteries filling up too quickly. Okay. Education, how we doing? Elementary school, high school, still got plenty of capacity with the university. You know what? I'll put another library here too. Okay, so we should have one there. Had another elementary school. Yeah, it was a smaller one. And for some reason, they treat parking lots as parks. So I will not complain. I will take the boost from that, I guess. Although, if I move this park here, that should connect. Yes. Nice. Okay, connected those. Respecting the game. I know the mod says purchase all for free. I just thought it was, I could purchase all of them. But guess not. All right. So I guess that only goes up that far. Well, actually, that's kind of perfect. So, airport. $50,000 for the airport. Well, we'll get the construction sorted at least. Oh, right. Blimp stop. There's got to be a blimp. Yeah, blimp depot. We're going to just make this a whole district here. I'm going to turn these off just so they're not costing me anything at the moment. And then I'll get everything wired up. Now, I know using blimps for public transit is horrendously inefficient and over-engineered. But this is City Skylines, and that's what we do here. So, importantly, we are going to need some parking garages, I guess. Now, over here, actually, this would be another good spot to put our emergency services. A couple solar lots there. Then a small police station there. Small fire station there. police helicopter and... Okay, so at least we have some of this stuff powered, so I'll at least turn the airport on for now. And then we're going to start working on our blimp stops. Because of course we're going to do that. Now for this one, I'm actually going to have it as... I'm going to have sustainable housing for this one as well. Keep that mountain nice and pretty. While I look at the blimp stops. So it would be a good blimp stop. You know what? I think that's an excellent stop right there. And... perhaps another one there. And there. Alright. Blimp route. Oh, right. The blimp depot's turned off. So, we're just going to start a new line here. And same thing going in reverse. Oh, wait. This one needs a blimp stop actually by the airport, too. Isn't that silly? Okay, blimp line here. Let's can that. Let's start that again. Start from the airport. Okay. Blimp City. Let's go. Look at that. Um... Grand City. That's right, we are. Now, lines overview. Can I change this? Oh, what's this? Commercial transport blimp. Sure. Oh, it's one. Yes! I was hoping it was one of these. Yes, please. I have not used these for a while. I used it in like this McDonald's Shrine City that I had. Oh, we are so moving now. This is a screenshot. City Skylines Aviation. That is how we do things. Yeah, that blimp is gonna be moved on here shortly. Okay. Oh, that is fantastic. What if I put like a tennis court and a basketball court next to the blimp? If if you hit it, maybe that could be a new game. Like if you hit the blimp with a tennis ball or a basketball, like then you win. And I mean, it's just gonna bounce off anyway. Unemployment rate for uneducated is 20%. Highly educated, 7.1. Okay, so we do need some more highly educated jobs here. Man, we're going bonkers with these things, with the commercial transport blimps, though. Unbelievable. I'll make a new district here. Oh. I'll call it, Floaty Island. And then we'll put a high-rise ban. Put some office spaces in here. And some solar over there. Ah, yes. Always love these just absolutely ridiculous things we can generate here. Well, I'd say this looks pretty darn futuristic. And these things... Oh, that one was full. Okay, half full. I mean... Yeah, like one more expansion here, and we're, Oh. My... right at the end. Wasn't watered. Oh, that said, I should probably, build some more sewage facilities. And then for this, stick a water tower there. Why does my water tower need to be powered?
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days. Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
Oh, come on, really?
A thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
We'll obviously just turn all these off for now. Um, Okay, so these are connected in case we need outlets. Could I put one more here? That would probably connect it, actually. Okay, so we got the outlets there if we need them. Do we have a fire helipad yet? Okay, fire heli depot there. And then we should also have a medical helicopter depot. Dang, that's a heck of a crematorium. Okay. We'll have Chinooks for the fire one there. And then if I could, wonder if I could finally move this. Ugh. Do you think he can take off over that? Probably not. Probably not a great idea. What if I moved all this stuff over here, though? Like, I'll move the fire helipad there. And then I'll just augment these with just, yeah, parking lots here. And then I'll move, yeah. Then I can move this out. Okay. I'll put another water tower. 80,000, 60,000. Okay, yeah. That goes without saying. It's got the hazard marks on it. Sweet. Now, obviously, this needs a fire station in case, you know, landfill catches fire or what have you. Ah, okay, this looks so much nicer. Now, granted, that's not very nice. Let's have it so people aren't joining from that direction. And actually, I can probably widen this too. That certainly helps. There we go. Use those other nice things that I gave you. Make a path here so you can do your blimp spotting. I mean, not that it's hard to spot a blimp. Gorgeous. Look at this. Oh, I forgot about that giant radio tower. This is pretty. This is super pretty. Got 6 blimps in use, 158 passengers serviced that week. Got all of our helicopter stuff moved out here. We've got power, we've got water to this, so this can be self-sufficient if need be. Got our pumping service in case of another tsunami. And more outlets there if need be. I imagine they'll take to these zones quite well. Education, how we doing? High school, yeah, still lots of university capacity. Although they're not necessarily in range. I should make another university. Yeah, in here. I could probably make it one of the small ones. There we go. Research Institute. So yeah, I could put that there next to the hospital. Could have that as a medical university, I guess. But yeah, when we get the boost from that, oh my goodness. It's going to be phenomenal. In the meantime, I'll place a few nice little parks. Not parking lots, but... where's that small one? There it is. Yeah, even just these little green spaces, they give it quite a boost. It's great. That park has all been connected. There we go. San Llama Medical School. Beautiful. I should probably put a walkway. So people can cross. Do I have options for other walkways? I thought I did. Oh, just like that like crazy wide one. It's for like highways and stuff. No, do not need that one. That's pretty great though. Where's the other? Not quite what we needed. All right. One more park for good measure. Enjoy, my friends. Yeah, that's going to give a great boost to this area. Like, oh yeah, look at all this stuff. Just arrows going up. And we've got our futuristic, you know, indestructible blimps. Good stuff. Really love this district here. It's like, yes, it's loud. What did you expect when you moved next to the airport and emergency services helipads and giant futuristic so-called blimp depots? I ought to put the do I have ships? Oh, it's ferries. Don't have enough for a cargo harbor, do I? Oh, I do have a harbor. Where's my sea connection, though? Oh, it's down here. I guess it needs to go from one of these. You know, if I put that there, and then... that there. D-zone all this. Building is on fire. Welcome to Llama's future. Look at that. The harbor's on fire and I just built it. Incredible. Here's your island paradise. Okay, we're back in business. I guess it's not for ferries. It's. Oh yeah, that's a workshop asset, I think. So that's why it let me build it before I had the population. Now, if I have room for some small parks... Yes, I do. Now, when do the ships show up? If not, I might need to might need to nuke this. Cause yeah, there's harbor and then there's ferries. Overall, not bad. Oh, I think... Oh, I see a ship. I see a ship. Very good news, but wow, even just looking at that, like, what a gorgeous, gorgeous view. Now, ships might be something for another time, but overall, very pleased with our progress today. I think that might be a good spot to call it. Actually, I'm going to demo this too, just so we can have our river flowing out. And I'll swap this out with another water tower here, probably. Keep that supply. Nice. Okay, now I can, yeah, fill in those zones there too. Ships still are not showing up. Yeah, I think this has gotta be for ferries. I'll turn that off for now. Yeah, that's import-export. Yeah, this isn't the outside connection one, I don't think. Then why is it? But then there should be... Because I've used this one before, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. That might be something else to figure out here, but I'll look up the asset. Oh, we're flooding. Oh, because I had the... Right. I had the pump there. Wasn't used to all that. Shoreline required. Yeah, you don't say. that not a shoreline? Is that not shoreliney enough for you? I guess not. That's not much of a, If that thing keeps getting prone to flooding, it may be wise to, just put another water pump in there. Yeah, that's moving. That's recovered now, I think. All right. All right. Yes, that is going to be it for today, everyone. But thank you very much for coming along. Hope you enjoyed building a much prettier city than last time. We got a nice area right on the shoreline. We got some futuristic blimps. We got some beautiful streets, beautiful island, you know, state-of-the-art transport facilities here, lush hills all around. So not a terrible day at all. So hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully see you on Discord. Until next time, stay floofy, be your best selves. Llama out.